Các thoại mong cung xâm đạch Brahma Song Kriyaទាំងពីគណៈជាទីគោរពសក្ការៈដ៏ខ្ពង់ខ្ពស់បំផុតសូមក្រាបថ្វាយបង្គំសម្ដេចព្រះសង្ឃយុសម្ដេចសង្ឃយុរងសម្ដេចព្រះជាគណៈព្រះមន្ត្រីសង្ឃប្រធេរានធរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គជាទីគោរពសក្ការៈសូមចម្រើនពរសម្ដេចទ្រង់ឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវអស់លោកស្រីញាតិញោមសាធុសប្បុរសប្រុសស្រីនិងមិត្តបងប្អូនក្នុងបណ្ដាញ Facebook ទាំងអស់ដោយសេចក្តីស្រឡាញ់រាប់អានក្នុងព្រះធម៌ My deepest homage to the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dharma and the Sangha. My deep respect to their holinesses, the Sangharajas of Cambodia. My respect to the most venerable monks, dear lay devotees, ladies and gentlemen. Today, welcome back to the program studying Buddhism and philosophy in English. And khơi màu khăn này khơi màu này vậy khơi màu này ok màu this is Mongol One Temple, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Today, topic is the Buddha's daily routine and the time management. ពុទ្ធកិច្ចប្រចាំថ្ងៃនិងការគ្រប់គ្រងពេលវេលាខត់លើនេះខត់លើនេះប្រុសវាសល់ក្រោមច្រើនបំបាvẫnសល់ក្រោមច្រើនដាក់ចិត្តទៀតដាក់ចិត្តតិចដាក់រុញមកមុខទៀតចិត្តតិចឆ្ងាយពេកhai pe so tội nó không bạc cật này ấy bát cao mà đây
tu sắm bát sợi ấy còn khó khăn
đây bát này bắt ra kia nè ta trông đi được cái bắt lơ này mờ này cái bắt lơ việc bắt lơ này các bạn ok để đặt sơn năng đấy sau đây là okay. There's some technical issues. The view is not perfect. So now it seems okay. So come back. Let's see as we Buddhists mostly know this, especially the venerable monks. We know the Buddha's daily routine. So this English we say daily routine. Routine here, the in Khmer,ក្នុងន័យធម្មតាយើងថាកិច្ចការ daily ប្រចាំថ្ងៃឬកាលវិភាគប្រចាំថ្ងៃណាកាលវិភាគប្រចាំថ្ងៃក៏បាន like daily time schedule. Yeah. Routine. This is the correct technical term we use for the Buddha's daily schedule. Yeah, it's daily is equal to, or it means this schedule. So schedule for every day, or this daily, the daily schedule. But the technical term is daily routine. So we'll study the Buddha's daily routine and also discuss in terms of time management. So how important is time management in Buddhism, or the concept of time management in Buddhism in the light of Buddha's daily routine. So, as we all know, any great person, any great leader always has the daily schedule or daily routine. Otherwise, he or she cannot manage the duties properly. This is very essential. The president, prime minister, ministers, or any leader has to have proper schedule or time management. So a good leader has good time management, or in reverse, vice versa, good time management makes good leader. Yeah, we can say in the other way around, good time management makes a good leader. ការគ្រប់គ្រងពេលវេលាល្អคล้ายទៅជាអ្នកដឹកនាំល្អ In the above sentence, a good leader has good time management. អ្នកដឹកនាំល្អមានការបែងចែកពេលវេលាល្អឬមានការគ្រប់គ្រងពេលវេលាល្អ So it's kind of both order, especially with good time management you can become a good leader. So now you got the point what daily routine means, daily schedule, and then time management, how you manage the time, how you make use of the time in your daily schedule, weekly schedule, monthly schedule, or yearly schedule. If you manage time well, I can say that the better you manage the time, the better you are. Yeah? So this is another one. So I can use this kind of catchphrase or sentence that the better you manage the time, the better person you will be. Yeah. អ្នកបើអ្នកចាត់ចែងពេលវេលាបានកាន់តែប្រសើរអ្នកនឹងក្លាយទៅជាបុគ្គលកាន់តែប្រសើរ In Khmer language, the better you manage the time, the better person you will be. So this how important, we'll discuss more, but let's look into detail the Buddha's daily routine. Venerable monks know this, most of them, and also our lay followers. Yeah, welcome back, Sister Romani Mies. Yeah, you were not there for the last few sessions. Yeah, thank you, Sister Romani Mies and others. Oh yeah, we have other people to join this program as well. So as we know, at least roughly, just the item, the contents, the Buddha has 5 daily schedules or 5 the Buddha divided for a person like the Buddha. Also, sometimes we use present tense. Yeah, especially in learning in academic field, we use present tense because his teaching and the Tripitaka, which contains the Buddha's teaching, are as today as it was. So in academic fields, mostly the language is used in the present tense. Yeah, Sister Romani, miss. It has been such a chaos in the States. Yes, very sorry for that. We pray for the US, or our prayers for the United States. May normalcy and safety return to the states and the people there. The sooner the better. So, yeah, you may have some doubt, or you may think that why I use the present tense should be spent with tea, but here I use the present tense because in the academic field, as I said, they use the present tense because they consider the Buddhas or the teaching of the Buddha and which contained in the Tripitaka is in the present. It's still as if the Buddha is still alive. So we use in the present, like we use with God. God also is used with present tense. Like God bless you, and not even with the third person, no, singular for God. So but the Buddha though is used in the present, but has to be third person and singular. So now let's look at the Buddha's daily routine. The Buddha divides his day, every day, into 5 sessions or 5 important schedules. So we know the Buddha divides his day into 5 important schedules. Each day, no exception, is always with 5 daily schedules. We all know this. We say Puthakaj Pramyang. So most of the monks or even lay people know this, but sometimes you're not quite clear. Not to say even in English, but even in Khmer. In English, even a little bit more difficult because of the language. I'll see the correct word for Pali because it's important to teach the correct things. Yeah. So the first of the 5 daily schedule is Popanhe Pindapatang. Yeah. If you want to know in Pali also, you can write. Yeah. So this is Khmer Pali, Popanhe Pindapatang. This is Romanized Pali, Popanhe Pindapatang. For those who wants to know how to write in Romanized scripts, chia so latang, so Romang. So this the first schedule for each day of the Buddha. The early morning the Buddha goes for Pindapata. Popanhe, early morning or the first session of the Buddha's life is so the early morning so early morning the Buddha goes for alms round. Yeah, Pindapata alms round. Or we sometimes we use also the Pali word go for Pindapata. Pindapa. Pa. Bin. For Pindapata. Yeah, especially when we speak to the Buddhists, they understand that we say the Buddha goes for Pindapata. they know that. But when we speak with those who are not familiar with the Pali terms, we have to use this arms round. And some people say Pindabat. Yeah, sorry. Arms round. And it's not begging really, but some people use the word begging. This is not the correct term. Not begging. Yeah, begging som tiền, begging, beggar nợ som tiền. So we cannot use the word begging for Bindapata with the Buddhas or with the monks, venerable monks. The proper words, the correct word is alms round. When we go round for alms, alms here mean food. But this is old words and it's used for the food for religious people. It's a alms. So alms round. Go for alms round. Not begging. This is not the correct word. So early morning, what's the time for early morning? Normally, very early in the morning, the Buddha surveys the world, and after the attaining, after the he entered the ecstasy or the happiness in the samapatti, in the sainthood. Then the Buddha surveys the world and to see. Surveys means sees. With kind of carefulness, look with kind of attention, then survey. Yeah. The Buddha surveys the world to see who has the merit enough or who has the past propensity for the Buddha to deliver his sermon. So normally he starts from around 7 o'clock in the morning. This is a little bit quite long. Sometimes he meets some people on the way, and also he teaches some individuals, some a group of peoples, and sometimes he ordained on the spot. It depends. So it takes the first schedules is from around 7 to 11 o'clock. So around 4 hours. So the Buddha uses his arms around to teach the Dhamma and at the same time also convert other people to Buddha Dhamma or Buddhism. So this is quite long, for about 4 hours before his noon meal. Yeah. So this 4 arms round, morning arms round, it's from around 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. daily. Yeah. About 4 hours. This is the time. The Buddha uses his arms round not only for arms or for food around or alone, but also to teach the Dhamma, to convert other people to Buddha Dhamma, and also to sometimes ordain people where he thinks appropriate on the spot at that place itself. And sometimes it takes quite a little bit of time to convince or to make other people understand the Buddha Dhamma. So that's why the Buddha uses this about 4 hours until noon for this first schedule of the day. So Popanhe Pindapatancha, Popanhe Pindapatang, early morning arms round. So this period, the Buddha taught or converts many people into Buddha Dhamma during his alms rounds. For example, like Alavaka and some other people he met on his alms round, and he was able to convert them to his teaching, to Buddha Dhamma. So this is very important. That's why going for alms rounds or going for Bindapata is not bad, as some people think. It's not a bad way of living, of earning your life as monks. So as monks, alms round or bowl and going for alms rounds is your duty. It's your we say your source of food, because they need the food from lay people. At the same time, also the monks provide opportunity to lay people to make merits. I speak in Khmer, my language, a little bit. ការនិមន្តបិណ្ឌបាតចំពោះព្រះពុទ្ធគឺ ពេលវេលាប្រហែលពីម៉ោង7ទៅម៉ោង11រហូតលោកព្រះសង្ឃប្រពុតឆាន់ម៉ោង11ហើយគឺម៉ោង12នឹងចប់ការនិមន្តបិណ្ឌបាតទាំងប្រពុតក្តីនិងព្រះសង្ឃក្តីគឺមិនមែនជាការងារថោកទាបឬក៏ការងារអន់ថយនោះទេគឺជាករណីយកិច្ចរបស់ព្រះសង្ឃរបស់អ្នកបួសព្រោះថាព្រះសង្ឃគឺត្រូវរស់ដោយការបិណ្ឌបាតនេះបើគ្មានពុទ្ធបរិស័ទប្រគេនចង្ហាន់សង្ឃទានឬប្រគេនដោយផ្ទាល់មកវត្តទេគឺមានតែនិមន្តបិណ្ឌបាតអញ្ចឹងការនិមន្តបិណ្ឌបាតនេះគឺជាពុទ្ធកិច្ចហើយមិនមែនជារឿងថោកទាបទេដោយបុគ្គលខ្លះធ្លាប់និយាយនោះទេប៉ុន្តែការនិមន្តបិណ្ឌបាតនេះក៏ត្រូវមានការប្រព្រឹត្តត្រឹមត្រូវគឺនិមន្តដោយសង្រួមដោយចិត្តមេត្តាហើយដោយអនុគ្រោះចំពោះមនុស្សសត្វទាំងឡាយមិនមែនប្រាថ្នាលៀបនោះទេគឺថាមុនបិណ្ឌបាតដើម្បីបានចង្ហាន់សម្រាប់ទ្រទ្រង់ជីវិតក៏ដូចជាដើម្បីអនុគ្រោះដល់ពុទ្ធបរិស័ទណាហើយក៏បានផ្សព្វផ្សាយនៅព្រះពុទ្ធសាសនាសូម្បីតែបង្ហាញនៅស្បង់ជីវរជាស្លៀកស្បង់ជីវរនេះក៏ជាការបង្ហាញនៅទង់ព្រះអរហន្តដែលអ្នកដែលមានសទ្ធាជ្រះថ្លានឹងសប្បាយរីករាយហើយក៏ជាឱកាសដែលបានឃើញនៅមហាជននៅពុទ្ធបរិស័ទក៏ដូចជាអ្នកមិនកាន់ពុទ្ធសាសនាឃើញអំពីការរស់នៅរបស់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋនឹងគឺមិនមែនថោកទាបទេណាគឺជាករណីយកិច្ចរបស់អ្នកបួស Now I'll come back into English. So about 4 hours up to 12 will we say up to 12 5 hours including taking lunch the Buddha spent. Yeah. So this is very important part of the Buddha's daily life, daily routine. So yeah, this is the first schedule of the Buddha's day, the daily routine. The second session is Sayanhe Thamate Sanang. Sorry. Sayanhe Thamate Sanang. The afternoon session, this is morning session or morning schedule, this afternoon schedule. This is for the lay people. Yeah. In the evening, or late afternoon. Sayan he not really afternoon. We may say early late afternoon. Not really evening. Evening is already dark, but it should be early afternoon or late afternoon. Sorry. This so you need to say late afternoon, not really in the evening. Yeah, late afternoon. The Buddha delivers sermons or Dhamma talks, Dhamma Desana, to the lay people around 3 to 5, from 3 to 5. It depends on the season. You see, in India, North and Northeast India, there are 4 seasons, like in Europe or in America or perhaps in Australia, especially the Sydney, Melbourne, that part. So in the winter, it's quite cold. The weather is quite cold in India, in North and Northeast India. So the Buddha spent around from 4 in the summer, 4 to 6, but in the winter the Buddha start from around 3 o'clock, because otherwise it's the darkness comes and it's very difficult for lay people. So the Buddha start around 3 in the summer, winter, and 4 in the summer. Yeah. Would it be appropriate to say between 4 to 5 p.m.? Yes, Sister Romanimius. That's for summer. The summer, the Buddha spends the time between 4 to 6 to deliver his Dhamma talk or his sermon. But in winter, the Buddha start at around 3 and finishes at 5. So here, yeah, it's around that if summer from 3 to 5 and winter around 4 to 6. Yeah. So it depends on the season, summer or winter. So the Buddha spent around 2 hours. You may ask, so what does the Buddha do after having lunch, after midday, say after 12 o'clock? here I want to stress here that don't be confused, don't be misled by the word evening, because in English evening is late, quite late already, even before midnight still you can say evening. But Sayanhe in Pali, no, it's referred to the time before the sunset. After sunset, no more Sayanhe. So here you have to be able to understand the different, although we say evening, but not in the real sense of the evening in the West, the evening in Asian context, it's before sunset. So Sayanhe is before sunset. Now, you may ask, what does the Buddha do after the midday meal, or after the Buddha has lunch? Here the Buddha, after lunch, say after the midday, 12 o'clock, the Buddha may have a rest, a short rest under the tree if he travels, or if he's at the temple at Jetavana or Pobharama or Asokarama or Veluvanarama. The Buddhas may take a rest by sitting in the cottage or in his Kandakuti, his fragrant cottage, but not sleeping. Yeah. Sleeping in the afternoon is not the practice of Indian people, especially for the Buddha. No. The Buddha take a short rest about 30 minutes, and there also the monks can approach the Buddha, can come to the Buddha and ask certain questions with regard to their practices or with regard to the points of Dharma, some intricacies, some subtle points they may not understand well. So they approach the Buddha, they come to the Buddha and ask for some clarification. So not free time, from midday to from 12 noon to 3 p.m. say. This is not free time for the Buddha. The Buddha may take about 30 minutes rest by sitting, but even at that time, still the monks, bhikkhus, can approach the Buddha and ask questions. Normally the monks use this time to ask questions, to clarify their Dhamma points, clarifies their meditation practices, and sometimes they ask for objects of meditation from the Buddha in order to practice themselves. So the Buddha used this very meaningfully, and the monks know this, that after, if they travel along with the Buddha, they make use of this time from noon to 3 p.m. to approach the Buddha. Now I'll speak in Khmer a little bit. គេអាចសួរថាបើប្រពុតសម្ដែងព្រះធម៌ពីម៉ោង3ទៅម៉ោង5ឬពីម៉ោង4ទៅម៉ោង6 khung rồi đầu cái đáy mong buồn từ mong 6 rồi mong bờ đầu từ chiếc bị mong bay từ mong 5 ta bị mong chăn hơi ngày trăng rồi hồi đó mong bay nắng rồi mong buồn nắng bà bụt tùm nề mến mình mến tế bà bụt ọt tùm nề tế ọt prao prao bê lia tô tê tế cứ bà bụt ai tha cùng ông cùi cái lại còng đam chứa rồi không cùi hia bà bụt riêng vừa đồng na cắt prey cắt viêu bên đây không vót chết tập quân đây popierium sao karam về luanaram rồi Koda Kirsala nơi trong về xa lấy cứ bớt cùng nơi không cột rồi bảo ông mà plét cùng ông cuối mình men sân thế mình men tôm đấy sân ở cùng ông cuối sầm rạ 1 plét phải chia 30 nhật tí hai không pin năng ai chúng cá mình ban sầm rạ phóng cứ pico sóng pico ai sam mà đấy phía trán cứ pico màu thoại bằng cung bớt Sbu Buddhistuniversity nâng xâm rắp đọc sai nơi ca bạ địa bát đài bị khổ xong riêng rõi ong nâng ban chụp vào tè hai bia khác có sông mê riêng cảm mặt thán tới bạ địa bát bằng tò nhưng bộ bốt ọt tùm nê tế bên năng Sister Romanius, in English there are dawn time is used before daybreak, before the sun rises, morning, the sun rises, evening, sunsets. Yes, dusk, evening, twilight, night time, duration between evening to midnight. Yes, so that's English practices. But in Asian context, when we say evening or here Sayanahe, it's before the sunset. Yeah, it's not after sunset. So now back to this point. I just spoke in Khmer a little bit. So between noon, the afternoon, after Buddha lunch, until 3 or 4 p.m., the Buddha used this to answer, to give some answers to the monks, especially the monks who travel with the Buddha or the monk who stay at the temple. So here, this is good time for venerable monks to solve their problems, to solve their difficulties and intricacies with regard to the Dharma, with regard to the meditation practices. So now you got the point that Sayanahe Dhammadesanang or evening Dhamma talks or delivering his sermon. The third schedule for each day is the first watch, the Patose Bhikkhu Avatang Padose Bhikkhu Ovadang Yeah, Patose Piku Awatang, the Romanized Pali, Padose Biku Owadang. So this third session or the third schedule of the Buddha is exclusively dedicated to venerable monks here. There's special session for venerable monks. And the Buddha divided this time a little bit long for the venerable monks because he needs to instruct them in Dharma. So he deliver discourses. Sometimes also he relate the past stories of the Buddha or of someone we call the Jataka, chia đó. At this time, whether the past life story of the Buddha or past life story of some monks or some lay people which are related to the topic of the discourse, the Buddha may relate here. Yeah, relate the past life story. But this is a time to give advice and also at the same time delivering the discourse, but meant for the monks, yeah, only monks. So this period is around from 6 to 10 p.m. In English, yeah. The Padose Bhikkhu Awadang. We say Padose Pel Pralop. Yeah, Padose Pel Pralop Dal Awad Dal Bhikkhu. Yeah, this Pralop. In English, still it is evening or the Buddha delivers advice to give advice to the Buddha and to the monks. Or sometime at the same time give discourse or deliver sutra. Yeah. So you may ask why evening twice. Also Sayanhe and Padose. This also evening, this also evening. But this is in English. I said Sayanhe here evening, but it's not real evening. It's kind of late afternoon, from 3 to 5 or 4 to 6. But this is real evening. Yeah. So the time should be between from 6 to 10. From 6 to 10 p.m. Yeah, 6 to 10 p.m. Between 6 and 10, the Buddha instructs the monks with regard to their code of conduct, disciplinary rules, or sometimes also deliver discourses. So it depends on the occasion, depends on the moment. So here, real evening in English. In Khmer we say prolop, so evening, because this time is different from Sayan He, from the late afternoon. Late afternoons the temperature starts cool down, so it's convenient for the lay people to come and listen to the Dhamma, to the Buddha's teaching. And it's not late, not dark, so it's quiet, it's between the hot and the darkness, because in summer the temperature is quite hot in India, 45, sometimes 48 degree Celsius, quite hot. So only at 4 in the summer the temperature drops down, so that's the Buddha can deliver his Dhamma talk. But this for the monks, because the monks mostly travel with him. The Buddha on tour, then the monks travel with the Buddha, sometimes 1,250, sometimes 500 monks travel with the Buddha. So when they stay with the Buddha, no problem with darkness, it's okay from 6 to 10, even dark, because the monks will stay there, stay with the Buddha and overnight, and also continue the journey. In the temple, even more convenient, because the monks, after listening to the Dhamma, they can meditate and go to sleep and get up in early morning, also do meditation again. So this is how smartly the Buddha divides the time. Think of the convenience for the lay people and also for the monks. See, when we look into this, we know how smart the Buddha is. Yeah. I'll speak in Khmer a little bit. សម្រាប់សាយ័នហេនេះគឺមិនមែនល្ងាចរហូតដល់ទៅល្ងិតទេណាគឺមុនថ្ងៃលិចមុនល្ងិតដោយសារតែពុទ្ធបរិស័ទនៅតាមគេអដ្ឋានអញ្ចឹងមានការលំបាកពេលល្ងិតទៅផ្ទះវិញអញ្ចឹងព្រះពុទ្ធត្រូវតែដល់ពេលវេលាមុនពេលងងឹតបានធ្វើដំណើរទៅផ្ទះវិញចឹងហើយគឺភាសាខ្មែរយើងគឺពេលល្ងាចនេះគឺខ្មែរយើងអាចរួមទាំងដល់អាចដល់ទៅថ្ងៃលិចហ្នឹងក៏នៅយើងថាល្ងាចដែរប៉ុន្តែមុនថ្ងៃលិចពាក្យទៅសាយ័នហេនេះសម្រាប់ផ្ដល់ឱវាទដល់ភិក្ខុសង្ឃគឺពលប់ណាងងឹតមានន័យថាងងឹតមូលហេតុទៅគឺថាព្រះសង្ឃធ្វើដំណើរតាមព្រះពុទ្ធនៅពេលដែលព្រះពុទ្ធធ្វើដំណើរទៅកាន់ចរិតផ្សេងឬក៏នៅក្នុងវត្តអញ្ចឹងព្រះសង្ឃនៅជាមួយព្រះពុទ្ធជាអលជីជារៀងរហូតមិនពិបាកទេងងឹតក៏ដោយគឺអាចស្ដាប់ធម៌នៅជាមួយព្រះពុទ្ធហ្នឹងហើយក្រោយពីស្ដាប់ធម៌ធ្វើសមាធិហើយចូលសឹងព្រឹកព្រលឹមឡើងធ្វើសមាធិទៀតហើយក៏និមន្តតាមព្រះពុទ្ធបិណ្ឌបាតឬក៏និមន្តបិណ្ឌបាតតាមរាងអង្គហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងមកដល់ត្រង់នេះយើងឃើញថាព្រះពុទ្ធមានភាពឆ្លាតវៃណាស់ព្រះពុទ្ធមានភាពឆ្លាតវៃណាស់ ហើយបែងចែកពេលវេលាងាយស្រួលសម្រាប់ពុទ្ធបរិស័ទជាគ្រោះដែលមានផ្ទះសម្បែងត្រូវទៅវិញកុំឲ្យងងឹតទាន់ហើយសម្រាប់ភិក្ខុសង្ឃគឺងាយស្រួលតែម្ដងអញ្ចឹងយើងឃើញពីភាពឆ្លាតវៃរបស់ព្រះពុទ្ធក្នុងការបែងចែកពេលវេលាហ្នឹងមែនតើ Back into English. I'm sorry for those who don't understand Khmer. Now we see how the Buddha smartly devised his schedules or his time of the day for the convenience of the lay people and also for the convenience of the monks. How great, how smart the Buddha is. Sister Romani, Sadhu, thank you, you appreciate. Yeah, you're welcome. Sister Romani, he barely rested. Yeah, very short. We will come to that point. How many hours the Buddha rest? So I think you get the points here, but the time is also up. I don't want to teach for a long time. It's sometimes boring for you and also tiring for me. Yeah, for boring for you, tiring for me. So only within 1 hour, that's my schedule for this program. So I'll wind up for today, and we'll continue the next session the day after tomorrow on Wednesday. We need to have 2 more points and 2 more schedules of the Buddha, and also we'll discuss in detail in relation to time management. Here is important. How important time management in Buddhism. So stay tuned. Welcome on that day. Don't miss the session. Then, yeah, it's time for me to wind up for today. And thank you for studying with me, for watching at least, and wishing you all the best, good health, good luck, and success in your life. Thank you.